Welcome to Degrassi, the Class of Nostalgia.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Michaela. And today, we're finally doing it, y'all. Talking about something I wanted to do since we started this whole podcast. We're talking about...
The second reason why we started this podcast.
Second reason? What's the first reason?
Because the black character analysis.
Oh, well, it's true. But I mean, like, we didn't... For me, I didn't even know we was going to do the black character analysis when we started this. Before we even thought of doing the podcast, I already knew. I was like, if we're doing a podcast, we talking about Shark in the Water. Yeah. If y'all don't know what it is, we're going to kind of have, like, pictures. We can't really show clips of it because, you know, we don't own it. Yeah. So, I'll probably put the link of the actual video in the link down below. So, if y'all do want to see the video, I would recommend watching the video. You know, seeing it firsthand if you've never seen it. We actually saw it, you know, when it came out on TV,
yes.
TNet.
They had a whole little special presentation. So.
Yeah, it was amazing. And so, yeah, I just link it down below so y'all can watch it before, you know, we start talking about it. And
I still remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, it's been almost 10 years, hasn't
it? It has to be at least 10 years. Because, wait, it would have had to been 2011.
Yeah, so
about 10 years or more. I can't pinpoint that it was 2011, but I feel like it had to be like 2011.
It had to be. Let's look it up.
Yeah. Because
sorry, my thing was
because I think the first season of Degrassi, The Next Generation, was 2001.
Would it be the... I don't think the...
Why you didn't search Degrassi season 10? That's basically what it is.
2010.
Okay, so yeah, the season would have been around 2011, so I was kind of right. But yeah, Vivi Brown, you are amazing. Like, literally, I don't know if Vivi Brown came up with the song and then, you know, Degrassi was like, hey, can we do this? Like, I wonder how they approached that. Like, did they approach Vivi Brown or did Vivi Brown approach them because she loved Degrassi? Who knows? But I also know that she did tweet that she wanted to do, or like she wanted to work with Degrassi for the reboot to do like another Shark in the Water thing. She tweeted it, so putting it into the universe, putting it in the air, praying that happens because that would be amazing. And I hope, I don't want to say I hope it'd be better. I just hope it'd be like the same level. Like for people who either never watched Degrassi or didn't see Shark in the Water when it first came out. Because I feel like you had to not have watched the show to like, I mean, like season 10 is out now. So you probably already seen season 10. So if you watch Shark in the Water, you're going to kind of already have a gist of what's happening. But if you don't know what's happening, because season 10 hadn't come out when the music video came out, then you're going to get that shock and awe. Like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen?
Yeah, like
oh my gosh.
If you didn't see the season first and you saw the music video, it's like that excitement, like, oh, what's about to happen? Like,
exactly.
You get a hint of what's happening, but it's like, ooh, oh, this is gonna be good. But if you see the season before you see the music video, it kind of like brings it full circle. Like, oh, now I get the music video. Even though I didn't see it before, but I get it. But when I looked it up just now, I think she did the song first. So maybe somebody recommended it.
Cool. That's even better. That's like when Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah, her music video came 2009. So.
Oh, okay. That's like when Pretty Little Liars, Ashley Benson, is that her name? The one that played Hannah. Yeah. She was like, oh, this song would be perfect for the theme song. Because I don't think that was the theme song on the pilot episode. The Pretty Little Liars theme song.
Can't sing it because even know what the pilot was. I mean, the theme song was for the pilot. That's the funny thing.
I think it was like just like a random like eerie noises. I think that's just what it was. But I think they still did the thing at the end. I think.
But it went perfectly with it.
It really did. Like, and that's kind of cool that she like had a part of that, like to be able to be like I
helped out.
Yeah. So that's.
I wonder if they paid her for that though.
Probably not. But I don't know. Like, it could have been just like a suggestion thing. Because I know they were all the main Pretty Little Liars characters. I don't know about all the Pretty Little Liars characters on the show, but I know like the main 4 or 5. They was really close to the showrunner, and I think the showrunner was the same person who wrote the books. Don't quote me on that, but I think they said they was really close, so they probably didn't care. She probably didn't care. She probably just was like, "Oh, hey, here's a suggestion," and then they were like, "Oh, okay, can we take that?" And she was like, "Okay."
I guarantee you, anybody who was not for that song for Pretty Little Liars, they got fired. Because there's no
Who
way.
was sitting there like, no, that's not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's no way they stayed.
But I don't feel like nobody. I don't feel like nobody would have objected that. I can't see that happening.
But you know, people be objecting stuff that's like really iconic now.
That's true.
So you crazy? Cause it's like I couldn't even imagine a different theme song for Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
It's like I couldn't imagine another theme for the season 10 of Degrassi. I couldn't imagine another theme for it.
That's true. Also, I hope they bring back, whatever it takes for the theme song. Even if they do a different rendition, because every season kind of did a different rendition.
But I say, could Degrassi Next Class, I didn't really like the instrumental. Didn't they do an instrumental?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really like that.
Yeah, a lot of people. I kind of liked it before. Like, I liked it because it went with the like premise of the show. Like, it was social media. Like, the theme song itself, not necessarily. Like I said, I probably would have wished it was a different sort of like audio, but like the theme song itself wasn't that bad. I feel like a lot of people didn't like it because they're so used to the stop in my face, I'm gonna make a reaction. Go to somebody else's face and make a reaction.
Yeah, that's true, because that was always iconic.
But I like the Next Class.
I mean, I still like the whole point of the social media, and then just them showing like little clips of the show. That's okay. It just y'all could have kept the same theme song.
But yeah,
somebody else could have sung it.
That's true. I mean, a lot of people from that season 2, I think, are singers.
Yeah.
So, but let's get into the actual, before we spend so much time talking, before we even get into it. But I just want to kind of preface, I don't know if this is like your idea too, but I don't want to focus too much on season 10, but more of like the plot lines, because I got a couple pictures of the clips, like I said, of Shark in the Water, and I just kind of just want to talk about the connection of that scene to the show. So like, we're not going to be breaking down like every little part of season 10. We're mostly just going to be like, this happened on Shark in the Water, how did this play out on the show?
Basically, because we're trying not to spoil season 10, because some people might be trying to catch up on HBO
Well, I
Max.
mean, we still gonna kind of spoil it.
But yeah, I mean, like, we're not gonna go deep dive into
like we're not
show.
gonna maybe do the outcome of that.
Yeah, but we're gonna like tie everything that's happening into. We're gonna tie it into the theme, the
music video.
I don't even know what to call it.
I don't either. I say like music video advertisement because it like advertises the show, but I don't.
It literally was. She basically redid her music video for Degrassi. That's basically what it was.
Exactly. So getting into first, I hope I'm going in the right direction. Nope, other way. There we go. First scene. So I guess this is mostly just. I'm gonna just try to stick to what the screenshot is. I don't want to go too.
Yeah, because this is not in particular order.
Yeah. So this was the part where Holly J, she's supposed to be like I always get this wrong.
Ringmaster.
Ringmaster. Thank you. I just learned this word
Ringmaster
yesterday.
or ring. I don't think ringleader, but some people might say ringleader, but I believe is ringmaster.
Yeah. So and the whole like theme of the music video was circus. Carnival. Well, circus carnival.
Carnival, yeah. Kind of a vaudeville freak show type.
Yeah. That's a perfect example. And so Holly J, we see her being the ringmaster.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Ringmaster. And then Sam is like, I don't think he like her assistant. Like, what would you, he's just like.
I feel like in this particular moment, she might be more of a magician. And he was her assistant.
Well, don't like because I'm thinking like Greatest Showman.
Because I don't think ringmasters be doing what she did.
Really? Because I've never seen Greatest Showman, but Hugh Jackman, he would be considered the ringleader. I keep saying ringmaster.
But ringleader, I think they would count as ringleader too. But ringmaster just sound better.
They do, yeah. So he was the ringmaster, but he did stuff too, didn't he? Wasn't he like?
Oh, I've never seen the movie either. So.
Well, I'm just going off that. I think ringmasters usually, because they're not just like the host of the event. They're not like saying, "Oh, go join." I think they usually do something.
Well, what I remember from us going to the circus as kids, the ringmaster didn't really do much but introduced everything.
But yeah, I think that's why I said it's not just the circus, it's the carnival. Because the circus we went to wasn't a carnival, it was just a circus. It was just like they're at the event. Whereas this was more like a fair where you walk through and it's like different booths.
Stuff to do and see, yeah.
So this whole thing, I always feel like I have an unpopular opinion, but I didn't necessarily, connecting this to season 10, I didn't really like the storyline that they went with. I was confused because when I saw this, I was like, why is Holly J and Sav hanging out? It's weird. That was my premise. My mind never went to, oh, they're gonna be in a relationship. I just thought,
my mind went straight to they gonna be messing around. My mind went straight to that. I'm not gonna lie.
That's so weird though. Not that your mind went there. It's just like so weird that they, I don't know, like, cause it never clicked for me like that they were gonna, I thought it was gonna go off. Cause you know when season 10 started, they both were going for president, I believe. Mm-hmm. And so I just thought it was gonna go off that.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that because my mindset was I thought he was going to go for the president still because they always had that little rivalry.
Yeah.
But I thought the way that she was looking at him, because you could say sexual attention. Because I literally was like, oh, not only are they competing, but this girl about to, man,
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
And y'all got to think about it. I was like 9. So... yeah, probably. I was young.
I was a teen, so
I was not thinking like, oh, she looking at him seductively. I was just thinking in back of my mind like, what is happening?
So that makes sense that our mindsets was the way it was.
Exactly, and I just felt like their relationship itself was weird to me because it kind of worked them being together. I just didn't care for it. Like, dude was with Anya. They were literally like linked at the hip, talking about marriage and kids and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden he with Holly J and his girl over here trying to be prepared. She's doing TikTok.
I didn't know the sound was on.
Doing TikTok, and so she was like, "Oh my god, we filming today, and I gotta post our TikTok." So now,
I thought when I muted my phone, it was gonna mute the sound too.
You've never muted your phone before. You know, it's just like 2 separate tabs.
Yeah, only thing I do is just put it on vibrate. I don't be putting it on mute all the time.
But for me, I just think their relationship was so weird just because I'm going back to, he was with Anya. Not so much like Sav and Holly J wouldn't work at the beginning. It just was like, you literally were like this with Anya, making her a song and everything. And she literally made fun of Sav for being all cheesy. And now y'all together and like everybody like, oh, we love them. It's weird.
I don't know. I don't think they were, do they count them as a relationship?
Yeah, they was basically in a relationship.
I don't know. I felt like in today's time there'll be more of a situationship or like a friends with benefits type thing.
But they was so like literally they was when she got sick and stuff, he was there for her and everything.
Well, yeah.
What kind of friends with benefits is that?
Well, a friend. You still doing the friendship part of the benefits. And a lot of people don't even do that.
But like I'm thinking of like, I don't know, who's another male friend she had at the time?
I don't know. Holly J didn't have much
she
male
didn't
friends.
really. To be honest, her only friends was Anya and Fiona.
Yeah, and Declan started being her friend, but let's be honest, I don't think he ever counted them as friends because they was like, oh, we can't be friends.
That's true.
I love you too much.
Well, if we use an example of another male friend, I doubt that male friend would be as, well, no, thinking back to it, Sav was very,
I think Sav would do that for any, friend.
Because, when Jenna was pregnant and she was, doing the Lamaze classes and Casey wasn't there, I think Sav did it with her. And that's when...
He did?
Yeah, remember Jenna had a crush on Sav. And I think it was in season 10, too.
Why everybody had a crush on Sav?
I mean, I think he cute, everything. He was too nice. Oh, yeah. What's wrong with the young Sav? He was too cheesy.
Not that I just, I don't know. Something about Sav with long hair just didn't do it for me.
It was kind of weird.
When he cut that hair, I was like, That's probably why Holly J wanted to, mess around with him. I wouldn't even blame her.
But yeah, that's just my opinion. Their little part in the music video. Well, Holly J had a huge part in the music. This was Sab's only really part in the music video, and I was just like, I don't get it. So I didn't.
I think what you were saying, definitely. I didn't even think about it because at the time I was a teen, so my mindset. I went straight to sex. But I feel like for when you said, "Oh, it's their rivalry," okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because they did have a huge rivalry at the beginning of the season. But then, it went away super quick. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay, so next part. I couldn't even see that for a minute. I was like,
no, Lord.
We don't care about him. Next. Well, and every time I see this, I'm so confused. Leia, isn't that her name? She was not in season 10.
She was there, but she wasn't there.
I think this whole part was just supposed to be like, oh, Fitz is a bully.
Yeah. I mean, what was he even doing? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember what he.
I think she was throwing a ball or something.
And he took it from her. I think.
And then he also did a part where I think Connor, Wesley, and Dave, his name left my mind. Connor, Wesley, and Dave was hanging out, and I think he pushed them or something.
Oh, okay. So basically, only time Fitz was on camera was him bullying.
Yeah.
So on season 10, all he did
was bully people. Yeah. So that's really all I had to say about this part. Next. Oh, it's funny. So this scene.
Oh yeah, he pushed them out the way to be in front.
No, that was Drew.
Oh dang, my bad. Drew.
This the part with Allie. These pictures are not the best quality. I was gonna screenshot it, but I was like, too much work.
So this is when he was preparing to kiss Allie. Yeah, because she was doing the kissing booth.
Yeah, and I thought that, not trying to say anything about Allie, I just thought that was perfect for her, because there's all them kissing booth movies now, whatever. I've never watched any, so I don't know the
for her season in season 10. Yes, this was perfect for her.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what she do? I thought kissing booths, again, I was young, I thought kissing booths was kind of fun, so I was like, oh, Allie doing the kissing booth, that's gonna be so cute. That's what in the back of my mind, that's what I'm thinking.
You thinking that was a little
ooh, like a kiss on the cheek or something, or just because usually on TV shows they make, because I probably saw Glee. I think they did something like that in Hannah Montana, stuff like that. They make kissing booths the cutest girl do the kissing booth, and they just stand there looking cute and getting money. That's basically how they made it seem.
Well, that's basically what kissing booths is.
But they didn't show them actually kissing.
Oh,
so that's what I'm saying. It was a kiss on the cheek. It was kiss on the cheek. They didn't make it sexual. So in my back of my mind, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm thinking oh, this is a little cute moment. Allie being cute.
I've never been part of a kissing booth. Never seen one.
Oh yeah, I've never actually seen one.
I wish I would have seen one in real life, because I really would want to know how a kissing booth was.
Yeah.
I would have been in charge of one just to see what it would be, but as soon as somebody come up with some bad breath, never mind. You gonna have to pay double.
Why are you saying bad breath? It was just a horrible kiss, and now that's just.
Hey, I'm not picky when it comes to kisses. So I mean,
just bad breath. Don't come up with bad breath.
Come up with.
Well, then you should. I would say you should have little mints or something.
I would.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I was about to say then that would prevent all the problems.
Then the red and green ones. There you go.
The red and green ones.
They're the striped ones.
Oh, like peppermints.
Yeah.
I thought you was talking about red and green Tic Tacs. So can you specify what's red and green?
Oh, I thought you was gonna know as soon as I said it. No, the little
Tic Tacs?
The little circle stripe red.
I said we barely eat Tic Tacs. I don't even feel like Tic Tacs make your breath smell better. It just tastes good.
It's just candy.
Yeah. It's a small little piece of candy in your pocket.
Yeah, and sometimes it gets stuck in your teeth.
That's true. If it is so small, it's perfect to fit right in between your teeth. But with this part, I mean, I'm really connecting to season 10. I don't feel I feel like it perfectly represented season 10, of course, but I think I focus more on the Drew and Allie part than Connor, or why do I keep Dave going to kiss Allie. I didn't focus too much on that. I was sad because I was like, oh, Dave didn't get to kiss her. Oh, it's so sad. But I feel later on, I don't know.
I'm sure you didn't say that.
I'm pretty sure I didn't, because I thought Drew was cute, and I was like, oh, Allie about to get up in it. Not saying I didn't think Dave was cute, but I could tell Allie didn't like Dave.
My mindset was, because I had a crush on Dave at this point.
That's true.
So I was like, oh, my dude about to go ahead and finally kiss Allie. That's what I was thinking. And then all of a sudden this hot new dude come out of
Twilight
nowhere.
dude.
I was like, who are you? But who are you?
Exactly.
I said, well, again, now my Dave ain't gonna have Allie again.
I just feel like the timing was always off with them too.
And that's probably what they were trying to portray. Like, they're timing off again. Sorry, Dave.
But
You're gonna get your chance soon, though.
That's true. But it was like iffy. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really how I felt about it.
Like, Dave was there, but then he wasn't there once Drew was there. Like, he was there, and then once Drew was there, he was like not in your mind.
And I also like how, this is just like a random thought, Connor, I feel like he'd been there for so long, and like he wasn't really talked about it first, and then like when he got older and stuff, like they was like, let's give him storyline. So I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like it worked with, because when he was younger, of course he didn't probably really want to talk to nobody, and then when he got older, especially like when he started dating Jenna, he probably was like, you know, I'm more sociable now.
Yeah, that's true, because Connor didn't start being more of a main player until this season.
Yeah. So that's for that part. Oh, my girl Fiona.
Trigger warning on this one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I don't even know if we can say the word, you know, but that starts with the A. And so
I think they call it AB.
Oh, okay. So AB. I'm just going to say AB because I'm not trying to get in trouble. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like this story, like Fiona's storyline in general on this season, I feel like it goes further than just this part.
It's definitely deeper.
Yeah.
But they only give you like the tip of the iceberg, as they say.
Yeah, in the music video.
Mm-hmm.
Because first of all, we gotta talk about the fact that Fiona wasn't really, if we're going off of, like I said, we're going off the fact that we didn't see this season. Like, this is the music video to the start of season 10.
Yeah.
So, we only really saw Declan. We never really saw Fiona. Most Fiona did was, I think she dated Riley.
Brother.
Well, I was going to say that too. But she dated Riley, and then, yeah, she kissed her brother and was, like, having that whole feud with Holly J.
But in hindsight, if you think about later seasons, that makes sense why she did what she did.
Yeah, like I feel like season 10 was definitely. This is why I think Fiona and Eli are my favorite characters, because like it goes back to season 10. Yeah, and I just feel like we really learned a lot, especially about Fiona, being that she was already a character and we didn't know. Like, if you would have asked me during this when this music video came out, oh, who's your favorite character? Fiona probably wouldn't even have been in my mind.
My favorite character was probably Allie at this time.
Yeah, definitely. I loved Allie. Like, I still love Allie. She definitely top 5. So, I was definitely like...
Claire Bear was mine.
Well, also, I probably would have said Paige, too.
Or you still would have said Paige? Because Paige at this point wasn't on the show no more.
But I mean, like, if you just ask me overall who's my favorite character, not just, like, recently.
At this point, I think we were still watching older episodes.
Yeah. So... I just feel like this storyline with, you know, the AB, I feel like was just the beginning. Like Amber said, it was just the tip of the iceberg. Like, I feel like I don't really want to talk too much about the storyline because it's so good. And I feel like it's kind of realistic.
Yeah.
And
definitely you need to see it for yourself. Like, we're not going to go deep into it at all. Like,
yeah.
Because it was just a good storyline.
And I think they perfectly, because I think this was the last part of the music video, like before it ended, and they said go watch Degrassi.
It had a little spinning wheel or something like that.
Yeah, and so I just think this was a perfect ending because it really left you on a cliffhanger. Like, first of all, Fiona wasn't, you know, doing nothing in the world. Not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna have something to do with Declan. Not trying to, like, I know I didn't really like Declan, but I thought he was gonna be a monster.
Oh my gosh!
And I was so mad because I was like, they were so close. You know, they twins.
I didn't even think they was gonna do a situation like that with siblings. That would have been different.
That would have been way different. Yeah. Like, I was just thinking and this is just...
That's your smart mind as a little kid, though, if you think about it.
But this is just, like, because I don't want to say nothing bad about rich people because it had nothing to do with rich people. But you know that perception of like rich people, you know, get taken advantage of because they rich and, you know, everybody want to do what they want to do because they rich and blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of what I was going. I thought they was going to try to play on like, you know, Declan is a straight white male. And, you know, this, I'm telling y'all, I was very mature
at 9-10 years old.
It really was. I was thinking like, because think about it, in later seasons, well, we had Miles and his father. His father, I mean, well, it kind of went on parental, so I've never seen siblings, you know, really A-B each other. But, you know, that would, I don't know, that's just where my mind was taking me at the moment. I just thought, I was like, what is like Declan? Is her father? Because, like, we didn't really know her father either, so I thought that's... Yeah. I thought it was going to be like Fiona was like this rich girl that everybody thought was so popular and so cute and stuff. And like something else was going on at home. Kind of like what they were doing with Miles' story, you know, later on. But that's just what my mind
about it that way. As a teenager, I did not think about it that way. My mindset was she's going to be in a DV relationship.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking. Like, she's going to have a partner that's going to AB her. So that's exactly what I thought.
Just like straight to the point. I was like, oh my gosh, who's going to do this to her? And I'm thinking it's her father or her brother. Twin brother at that. That would have been even worse. I mean, I don't know.
We share the same womb.
Yeah. But,
yeah, but you was thinking outside the box. So
I was just
in
like,
the box.
Where can I go with this? But yeah, this definitely was a good storyline. One of the like best or better storylines.
And I think
season 10.
If it wasn't for the storyline, I don't think Fiona would have had a storyline. She would have faded to black. So the fact that they did that, obviously the actress was good. Like, they knew that she was going to be something special. So
yeah,
and yeah, she was one of the best. I feel like, in my opinion.
But season 10 or in general?
No, in general. After this,
get it.
Yeah, I think she would be my top 5 favorite characters as well.
Next part. Sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but
this was so ominous though, because when they did this part, I believe I haven't seen the music video, and I think I seen it for fun a couple months ago. But it's been a minute. So I believe on this part, when they was holding hands, they went back. She like went back and it said something right here or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, something I know.
Wait, her own secret or something.
Yeah, it was like she was keeping a secret from him, basically. That's what they were trying to say.
And what I was thinking is, not gonna lie, sorry, Jenna, you was not, at the time, I did not like you. I'm just gonna put it out there. But I was like, this girl don't gave him an STD. That's what I was thinking. Straight up. I said, first of all, karma, Casey, because, again, didn't like you either. Still don't, because you treated Claire wrong. You know, Claire was my favorite character at the time, so, of course, I was pissed. And then, he said her secret, does STD. That's the first thing I thought.
Bruh. Tell me why. And this is me at a young age. I thought this woman, this little teenage girl, I don't even know if I can say it on YouTube. I thought she was going to be selling her body.
Yeah, you can say that.
Oh, okay. I thought she was going to be selling her body, basically. I thought she was like, he was going to find out she was like a call girl. Is that what they call them? Yeah. I don't know. This was me at a young age.
That's so funny. They had that little saloon restaurant, too.
Yeah, like,
so that went perfectly with it.
My mind was not taking me to what's in the box. It was taking me outside the box. Because it was
but again, that would have been a good storyline.
To me, I feel like her, like, spoiler alert, because like we said, we were going to kind of talk about, well, I already said it earlier in this video, but, you know, she ended up, the whole point was her being pregnant.
Yeah.
I was not thinking it was her being pregnant.
And that's another thing I feel like with this part. They saying that she was pregnant, right?
Yeah.
But, like, seeing her, like, y'all act like she knew it, that she was pregnant.
Yeah,
she didn't know either.
That's what I'm saying. I was stuck on the secret part. So I'm thinking, oh my God.
I'm
like
thinking,
something you already know.
Oh no, gonorrhea.
He would have did another gonorrhea story?
Oh, it was another one?
Isn't that what Jay gave Emma?
I think that was syphilis, I thought.
Oh, bro, I don't know.
It could have been gonorrhea. So syphilis, oh no. Either way, let's be honest here. Gonorrhea goes around in schools the most. So
yeah,
gonorrhea.
Yeah, and mono. No.
Oh yeah, but mono is not really a STD.
Oh, duh. I was about to say, because you can get that from not just being like...
Yeah, you can get it from drinking off people, too.
Yeah, okay.
That's I know when I was in school, when people got mono, that's what it was mostly. That's why Mom always told me not to drink off people.
I never drank off people. That's gross.
I always did the little funnel, thinking that's going to protect me.
I don't understand. People used to be like, oh, do the funnel, like, to me. And I'm like, so you think I'm coordinated
enough to do that? And another thing I hated when I was in school, when I did the funnel, people used to always, like, did it for me.
Yeah, like...
Like,
you know.
I don't have steady hands myself, but I'd rather spill it because of me than you spilling it on
like,
me.
Oh no, it's spilled on your boobs.
Especially since I still got school to go through.
Exactly, I'm gonna be all wet. Your teacher gonna be like,
yeah, this is what I need to have a wet T-shirt and people looking at me.
Exactly. And we were both pretty already developed.
Yeah.
In elementary school, middle school. So yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, this is why I need to walk in class with a wet T-shirt on.
It's like your teacher like, leave. The teachers in middle school especially was very particular about the dress code. They made sure this is the funniest thing to me. The fact that I know I'm technically considered Gen Z, I don't think the way I went through school I was considered Gen Z, because the amount of times I've seen girls have to put on gym shorts because they used to wear t-shirts with leggings, where now you can do that easily. I mean, I'm assuming because I've seen people do it. So the amount of times I've seen girls have to wear gym shorts with like a cute outfit, they wearing like a little sweater with some leggings.
It was way too much.
They've been on them
because
girls.
I'm a millennial and they used to do that to us.
Yeah. And so I'm like, bruh, you act like we see her butthole. Like,
and that's the thing. I hated it because some of these girls wore like a long T-shirts, and like, you know, you ruined an outfit.
Yeah, y'all trying to be funny.
And the girl worked hard
to look good
today, and then you said, "Oh, gym shorts."
Like, why though?
Like you hate me.
The only times I ever seen dudes really get like marked for dress codes or whatever was when they didn't wear belts and their pants would be saggy. But you can easily switch to gym shorts. You probably have gym shorts on under your pants. So
that, or they used to zip tie their belt was, and I don't know how I feel about that, because then you can't really dangerous. Yeah, you can't really, because it gets too tight. So I think they stopped doing that. I
only seen that once, so yeah, I've never really seen people do that.
Yeah, because I seen that a lot when I was in middle school, but in high school, I know they stopped it because, you know, I was an outdoor school, you walking all the time, so that's why I was like, okay. And then, but I know in middle school, it was a lot of favoritism in my middle school. I don't know if you got it, because we went to the same middle school. So
yes.
I don't know if you got it, but I know a lot of people who wore, like, basically anything they wanted to wear got away with a lot of stuff. And then some people, like, who got in trouble a little bit more, or who, I guess, had a reputation will always get, oh, you gotta go to the...
That's crazy.
You gotta go change your clothes. Some of them had to go home. And
that's extreme.
And one time, I'm not gonna lie, one time I was like, I'm kind of on the fence of what my outfit is.
Yeah.
I might get in trouble, and I didn't get in trouble, but then somebody else got in trouble. I know people say, oh, Amber, you was a good girl, and you get good grades. That's fine, but that's not fair that you doing that to her, and then you ain't doing that to me. I mean, I'm not gonna... At the time, I was a little girl, so I don't really care.
Exactly.
But, like, in hindsight now, especially now with... you know, women empowerment and feminism and everything, I should have been there for when somebody was getting...
But how do you even... Because I saw a TikTok video of this girl and guy. They both went to the school, like the same school, and the guy would wear the same thing the girl's wearing, and the girl would get in trouble and the guy wouldn't. Or like she would get marks Because I don't know, I think dress code might be different. Like, they might not tell you to, like, change your clothes, but then you'll get, like, a mark. And then, like, a certain amount of marks you get, I believe you get, like, detention, or you could get
That's crazy to me. That's
like
crazy
that.
when they do stuff like that.
Yeah. And so, she would always get in trouble. He wouldn't. And I feel like it's showing, of course, what's happening. But, like, at the end of the day, I don't think he could really do anything. The most he could do was the TikTok video. Because he, like, I can't go up to the school by myself and be like, hey, y'all marking her for the same outfit I'm wearing, but I'm not getting in trouble. Like, because that's not really
So he wore the same exact outfit?
Yeah. Wow. Like, it wasn't, I don't think it was, like, the same exact outfit to a T, but it was, like, they'll wear the same length pants. And like if he was wearing a crop top, she would wear a crop top. Or like if her bra strap, because I don't know if it was really a bra strap, if her bra strap was showing, he would wear something that would kind of show. But then, you know, they not looking at him like, oh, you got a bra strap on, but they'll look at her because she's a woman and she got boobs. They like, oh, you got your bra strap showing.
Yeah, I also hated that because guys never got in trouble if they snapped your bra strap, but you got in trouble if you showed your bra strap. Because that happened to me before. I've gotten the little bra snap from a dude before, but my bra strap hasn't even been out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've never. If a dude did that to me, I'm not going to get myself in trouble, but I would definitely not take it.
Well, we know what you would have done, but I'm saying, like, at the time, I was, like, hugging somebody, and I think his finger got caught. So when I should have said it right.
I was about to say,
he didn't intentionally do it, but the shirt I was wearing, it was a high short sleeve shirt, but it wasn't like a shirt that would get me in trouble because it still was like 3 whatever. And he like brung it out. I don't know. It was just crazy. And then all I got was stare like,
I'm gonna leave.
I'm like, alright, okay. Let's move on from that.
Yeah,
but he felt so bad. I was like, don't even worry about it. How about you be careful with your rings, though?
Exactly. Lord Jesus, how many rings you got on?
But other than that, yeah. So, I mean, I just feel like it's crazy now that just, not now, but crazy how the double standard was when we was in school. Like with the dress code and everything.
Yeah. And, okay, going back to the Jenna and Casey thing, I just thought it was so funny when the actual, you know, show started because they dragged this out for so long. I feel like out of everything, this was the one that was dragged out the longest because when they started the season, they, like, she was the head cheerleader. He was, like, the big basketball player that everybody wanted to be with.
Was this the season where she had that poop thing?
Yes. That's what I was just saying. So they made it seem like she thought she was getting fat and like overweight, and she was like, oh my god, I'm a cheerleader, I can't look fat. And for some reason everybody was telling her like, yeah, you look fat, you need to do something. I'm like, dang girl,
fat at all.
She really didn't.
That's what she looked like.
It was like, oh, you getting fat, we can't put you at the top of the pyramid or whatever. So she started taking,
when she still was like this one of the smaller girls, and she ain't gonna be at the top of the pyramid. Okay,
exactly. And so she started taking like weight loss pills or whatever. And
I thought it was laxatives.
Oh, did she? I thought she was taking.
I don't know.
I don't know. Right. You have to go back to watch the episode. But I know she started taking something for the weight loss. It could have been laxative. And then all of a sudden, that episode when they were doing like a Christmas calendar, and she was like, "Oh my god, put me down." The amount of time they took to put her down, I feel like
I know y'all hurt her stomach.
If she did have pooped on them, because she didn't for the show, but if she had, it would have been on them. She asked them to put her down so many times. It was like, we gotta take the picture.
She asked to put them down before she even grabbed her butt.
Exactly. You really did. She was standing there like this the whole time with her arm up for the pose.
And then all you heard, oh, time for me to get down. Oh, just for 1 second. No, I need to get down now.
Exactly. And they, every time I think about it, they had her leg up.
Yeah.
So just imagine, because you know nowadays, I didn't know this, but like when your body in a certain area, you know it helps your digestive system easily move the bowel movement or whatever. I'm just imagine if your leg is up, one of your legs is up like this and your other one is straight, and your booty hole gotta just be open. So it's imagine.
I'm so glad that when I did cheerleading, I never was the top of the pyramid, because I feel sorry for them girls, because if that's embarrassing if you fart.
That's embarrassing. Well, if you fart during a performance, that's one thing. She was about to poop herself. That would have been embarrassing, yes.
And during a calendar shoot?
Yeah. But yeah, like we was saying, she ended up finding out she was pregnant. Yeah. And I hate saying like a baby is karma, because the baby itself is not karma, but it's just like
the poop thing was karma.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about when I was saying she found out she was pregnant. I was gonna say it's karma, but the baby itself is not karma. It's just the fact that, you know, she was like, oh, I'm taking your man. I think I look fat. All this stuff.
Look at me.
If you would have just...
Your man is mine now.
Just took your time and found out a man that liked you and not trying to be stealing other people's man, then maybe you wouldn't be pregnant.
It's not like you wasn't impressionable. You was a musician. You could kind of sing.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. She was doing the singing competition when she found out she was pregnant. That was hilarious. Well, it wasn't.
You
hilarious,
could kind of sing. Funny. You were a cheerleader. You would have been good. You would have found your own man.
Exactly. And nobody freaking on Casey. Well, apparently Marisol did. Marisol was like trying to take. Like, why everybody trying to steal people's boyfriend?
It's because it's that I want something I can't have. I don't care if it's Casey.
No offense. Keep trying for Drew. That would have been better than...
Nah,
that would have been better
Drew
in my
didn't
opinion.
want no Marisol.
He really didn't.
There's so many opportunities he could have been with Marisol. He chose Katie.
And we saw how that happened.
Yeah, and he chose Allie. He even chose Claire over Marisol. So no, he don't want you, Marisol.
Marisol is probably so confused. Like, what in the world? You try all these different women,
girls around me,
but I must just not fit the bill. Like, I don't know.
I think it's just her. This the way she was, like, gossiping and stuff.
But you was with Bianca, and that worked out.
That's true.
Until she broke up with him.
But she changed.
That's true. I guess. But that's the thing. We didn't even get to really know Marisol's story. So it's like, maybe if you would have dated her, then maybe you would find out she was a nice woman on the inside.
But that goes back to what we were saying with our black character analysis.
That's true.
Go watch
that. But yeah, this was just straight up karma. I didn't. All I know was I was excited. I was ready for this. I would have rather
the STD story, but that's just me. Why you had to make that girl pregnant?
Well, I'm glad they made her pregnant, because then I at least started to like Jenna after she had the baby.
No, that's true.
And I did.
Her baby was cute.
Yeah, that was a cute baby. So, next part. Oh, it's funny. We just talked about Bianca. What was hers?
Boyfriend disappear. Boyfriends disappear.
Yeah, the girl who makes boyfriend disappear. Woman! Why? We're freaking talking in unison. But,
so that goes back to what we were saying with her and Drew.
Yeah, literally.
But we had to go off what we were saying though.
Like, we didn't know this woman.
Yeah, she was new.
Was she on there?
No, she was new.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, so we was like, who is this woman trying to take people's boyfriends?
Oh Lord. My first thought was, she either gonna steal somebody's boyfriend, or what else did I think? I think that was what we was thinking. I thought about something else.
I think we literally sat there and paused the music video and was like, okay, who has a boyfriend? And we was like pointing out all these people that have boyfriends. And we was like, who is she gonna steal boyfriend? Because you know, Allie wasn't with nobody yet because she was with Drew. Mm-hmm. Claire wasn't with nobody because, you know, Casey. And then, of course, Jenna. I was thinking maybe Jenna and Casey, but I was like, Casey don't seem like her type. This girl seems different. And, you know, with Jenna's secret, I was like, maybe she's trying to steal him away. Like, this would be the perfect time. But then I was like, no. I don't think really anybody, it was no big character that was together at the end of season 9. Yeah. So we was just sitting there like, who?
I said maybe they're gonna go back to the college years, maybe, and she's gonna be part of that. I don't know. I just thinking back in my mind was like, she's stealing somebody.
Yeah. She was like on the prowl. But honestly, I don't really have because we didn't, and like we said, we basically already talked about the fact that she's going to try to take Drew, what she did, but you're going to try to take Drew from Allie, and then, yeah, like, when we saw it, we didn't really know who she was. We didn't really have an idea, and to be honest, this was kind of one of those ones that passed through, like, it was like that little scene where they passed through, like, 4 different characters.
Pretty quick.
So we were just like, oh, okay. Nice new character. Nice to meet you. Oh, this one I have so many feelings about. With Drew and Riley. So
they also had a rivalry. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Like, first of all, of course, yeah, for the music video part. So, for the music video part, I think Riley was supposed to be like the strong man. And he was doing that little thing where you throw the hammer and it's supposed to like ring a bell or whatever. And he hit it and it kind of went high, but it didn't ring the bell. And then Drew did it and he rung the bell. And it was like, oh my gosh, this dude come in and take your spot. I really did like this storyline, but the things I didn't like, because I want to bring up the things I didn't like that could have really elevated it to like being a really good storyline that could possibly even still be talked about today. I feel like, first of all, Riley was still dealing with his sexuality. So the fact that they was just like, we're going to kind of make his sexuality smaller and make this bigger, I just was like, we need to make, like, to me, I was thinking maybe possibly Riley was gonna be getting with this dude, because again, we didn't know who Drew was, so Drew could have been gay from the beginning, and like, oh, this is. I thought
this part was before Allie's part.
Yeah, so I was thinking like, oh, it's gonna be like a rivalry, but they're gonna end up like, getting together. That's what I was kind of thinking about. Mm-hmm. But then another thing I didn't like was the fact that, okay, now this guy's straight. What's his competition? Like, Riley was already football captain. He was strong. He was the quarterback, I believe, which I believe was like the biggest part in the football team. Mm-hmm. He's gay, so he don't like women. He has friends already. Like, what's the competition between Drew? You're gonna be leaving next year. Like, pass the baton, bro. Yeah. Like, you can't be the best at everything. And I think maybe that's was the point, was like, oh, Riley needs to know, like, he needs to be confident within himself, like he's the best at football, at least at right now. He needs to understand his sexuality and everything. So that's where I feel like.
You thought about that when you was younger?
No, I mean, like, now today, when I was younger, I was just like, oh, strong man thing. To be honest, I was like, I always wanted to do that. I've only done that twice in my life. That one time when I went to your school and they was having that competition, it wasn't a competition, but they had that machine there, and I was like, oh my god, I always wanted to do that. And then I did it a second time, but I think it was like at the circus or something, but it was like for kids. But I was just thinking that, to be honest, if we're going back to when I first saw this, that was what I was thinking about. But after watching it, that was more what I was thinking about, like, why y'all didn't, I don't know, they could have did more with that storyline, being that, his sexuality was literally the most important thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
And maybe they was thinking like, oh, we already had a Marco storyline where he was gay, and then we're gonna have Adam on the season, which we're gonna talk about later, of course. And they was like, maybe we don't want to push too much on LGBTQ, because at the time it wasn't that big yet, and they didn't want to like scare people off,
Yeah, and plus it was still, I think at this particular season it started being more of a teen show, but before that it was like still considered like a kiddie show.
Yeah.
But like as time went on, it's gotten more geared towards teens.
Yeah.
But I think in my mindset at the time when I saw this was, I thought they were just going to be competing against each other. And I think how they had it was, I don't think Drew's intention was to be competing. It just happens that, oh, I want to do it too. Yeah. That dude was like, oh, you do it? Oh, I want to do it too. Like, he wasn't trying to do better than Riley. Just happened he did better than Riley.
Yeah.
I mean, he is younger. Riley, you're about to go to college.
Exactly.
So it didn't, I don't think Riley's mindset was, oh man, they kicking me out already. I ain't even graduated yet. Exactly. But it's like, it's okay. It's fine.
Take your time. Chill, bro.
You're about to go do bigger and better things. Yeah. So it don't matter. Worry about your boyfriend. Worry about, prom. What y'all gonna be wearing. Stuff like that.
All right, so to the next one. Oh, Adam. I literally just talked about Adam.
Oh, I like that. That's the best picture.
It really is. I love this. So, if y'all don't know, Jordan, I don't know if it's Tosley. She was on Life with Derek. And I think she was on something else. Oops. And literally, when this came out, I think didn't they do a Life with Derek movie? They did something.
I think it was a special, but I don't know if it was a movie.
Okay, but they did something, and so we knew who she was because she was never on. Well, Adam was never on Degrassi yet, so we was like, "Oh my gosh, we know who that is!" Like,
it was so funny because they started off with Jordan. With
with the one that looks more feminine.
Yeah, with the Jordan, the actress. Like they started off with her how she looks, in real life.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she changed up to Adam's character.
Yeah.
So I will.
And again,
this was a trailblazer right here.
Yeah. This is when we were kids. Well, at least I was a kid. You was like a teenager. And so my mindset, this is kind of funny. That's why I'm laughing. But I never really knew or had an idea of who or what transgender was.
I mean, I knew of it, but I didn't know firsthand.
So I thought, in my child mind, now this is going to make me sound like a child. It's not going to make me sound mature. If you remember this show, Sweet Life on Deck.
Oh.
And the first episode, Bailey, she was a boy. She was pretending to be a boy because there was no more girls, slots. So she had to pretend to be a male so she could be on the boat and, go on the cruise or whatever that thing was, where they was going to school on the cruise ship. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I thought. I thought it was like, oh, is something going to happen with Degrassi where she got to pretend to be male for some reason?
I was thinking more of, She's the Man. I was thinking more of the Amanda Bynes movie where she dressed as a dude for a sport thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. That would have made more sense than mine. Because anybody can get into Degrassi at the public school. So it's like...
I mean, that could have been funny too. Because ain't it more of a charter school, not a public school?
What's the difference?
Like a charter school, remember the Fosters, the school they went to?
Yeah, but what's the difference? You gotta make certain grades or something to get in there?
I just think it's more of a specialty school.
Oh, okay. Because I'm only thing I'm thinking about is public school or private school.
Or maybe they switched her application by accident and said she was a male. I don't know. I was
just confused because I was like, we know the actress. I don't know what transgender is yet, and I'm the only really instance I have of a female, because like we said, she started off as the actress where she's female, she identifies as female, so it was like, what? She trying to be funny, I don't want to make it sound bad, but in my kid mom, is she trying to be funny? I don't get how this connects to Degrassi.
I mean, I'm trying to think, did I know the meaning of a transgender person? I think I did, but I don't think my mindset was Degrassi is going to trailblaze and bring a transgender character. I don't think I thought about that. I literally thought about the She's the Man movie.
Exactly. So, yeah. Even though we laughing about it and stuff now, it was more because we if you don't understand something and you seeing it for the first time, of course you're going to kind of say something that may sound stupid. And you're
my main thing was that's a girl from Life of Derek.
Yeah, honestly. I was just oh, okay, this is
good to see her on something else.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because at least we know her. All these people...
we didn't see before.
Yeah, all the people that was new, especially, we'd never seen them before. So, I just was oh, that's cool.
Oh, wait. It's the kidless thing, y'all.
But I'm not going to lie. Even though I thought Eli was attractive during this thing, I was not focused on his attractiveness. I was focused on, who is this dude? I thought he was going to have no connection.
Didn't you watch Latest Buzz at this point, didn't it?
No, I had never watched Latest Buzz until I watched Degrassi, and I you know how I always see people talk about this on social media. You know how you get into a show and then you kind of want to know that character, even though that character is not the real person, it's the actor. Yeah. But you still oh my gosh, kind of obsess over them and oh, I'm gonna look up everything they ever done. I'm gonna look up their social media. I'm gonna look up all. So when I looked it up, I was what's the latest buzz? And I watched the first episode. And I was oh my God, what is this? And then I ended up getting into it. Because again, I was still a child. So the latest buzz is for children.
I'm going to say the latest buzz does seem more for kids.
Yeah. I think it was on the Family Channel. I believe that's what Disney Channel was. Or it wasn't Disney Channel for them. But it was called the Family Channel, which is similar. They played, for us, it was Nickelodeon and Disney shows on one channel.
I think. That was That's so disorganized in my opinion.
Well, yeah, I think they only have one channel, like one kids channel.
We had like 50
We
kids
have
channels.
like 500 kids channels. So for them, they had to put everything, and then plus the shows that they already had in Canada on that one channel. I think even Degrassi came on that channel.
A lot of what's it called? A lot of Canadian kids shows came on Discovery Kids. That's why I saw Naturally Sadie. I believe Train Days at Lake Cozy High was Canadian. What else?
I can't name nothing.
Some classics. Some classics. Life of Derek came on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
But I think that was the only Canadian show that came on Disney Channel in our
I think
country.
Yeah. And then, but yeah, I was just confused because first of all, Claire was like the fortune teller. And she picked out the love.
Looking good, by the way. My girl was looking good.
She really did. I like that dress. I don't know if it was a dress or a shirt, but I liked it. Like, you could tell, like, her whole style. Because, again, this was, like, in the season 9. Oh, yeah, this
was before her glasses. Before she did contacts.
So, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, basically, this was her kind of trend. But, when you see it, at least for me, I wasn't thinking, like, oh, she about to, like, change up her style. I just thought it was for the music video. I just thought she was just doing it for the music video.
That's so funny because I was like, I hope she that tells me that. I was like, I hope that means she getting contacts. That's what I was thinking.
Because Amber, she wear glasses, so she's like, oh my god.
Claire's life she was living through me. Let's be honest. When it comes to her glasses and stuff, like her transformation,
yeah,
that was me.
But when I saw her pull out it was love or lover or something like that, and then it said death, I was so confused because first of all, I was like, okay, this guy, even though like I said, I thought he was cute, but I wasn't thinking too much of it because I was like, I didn't know if he was gonna be part of the show. I honestly thought he could have just been sitting there to sit there, and then
what?
Because like. I was like, Claire's a main focus.
That though? Like, if he just wasn't, like, a part of the show, it just was
that
part of Claire's
weird.
thing. That's so weird.
But, yeah, it's true. Because every other part, anybody who interacted with somebody else, even if they weren't a character on the show yet, did end up being on the show. But I don't know. In my mind, I was just thinking about the lovers and death thing. And I was like, oh, my God. I'm thinking back to, we're about to get into Darcy territories because, Darcy was doing some sketchy stuff, and I was like, not Claire about to follow in her sister's footsteps. I thought it was going to have more to do with Claire than, like I said, than Eli, because I'm just thinking this is just some dude.
This was more Eli's thing, I feel like.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, we didn't see Claire or Eli, I think, after this.
What do you mean?
We didn't see them on the music video.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the only part.
This was the only part, so yeah. But I think this was, close to the end. This was right before Fiona's part.
Yeah, but my mindset was, ooh, Claire finally getting herself a little boyfriend. Oh man, he gonna die. That's exactly like,
oh, they gonna be together. Oh, he gonna die.
That's what all I was thinking is my girl having her transformation,
looking good,
looking great, and then I was like, oh, who this dude? Oh, he gonna be her boyfriend. Oh, they gonna have some type of connection or whatever. Oh no, he gonna die. That's exactly what I thought. Oh, no, let's not get close to him because he's gonna die.
But best believe once I met Eli, and when you watching the show as it comes on, this advertisement will come on during the show. Mm-hmm. So I was sitting there like, oh my gosh, death came up for Eli. So do that mean he gonna die? I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I'm about to be pissed off already.
And another thing is he didn't have his goth look.
Yeah, it just kind of seemed like it was part of the carnival.
So then when the death thing came up again, and I knew he was like kind of a gothic guy, so maybe he had like a death in his family or something. Like that's gonna be more of a storyline. Not that he gonna die.
Yeah,
but
a mortician, because that's what the people that usually had a hearse.
That's true. Either a mortician or maybe he just deal with death a lot.
But wait, so connecting it to season 10, kind of a spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
So, do you think the death card had more to do with his near-death experience, or did it have something to do with his girlfriend?
I was thinking more of the girlfriend.
Oh, I always thought it had something to do with, the fact that he was about to die. But I thought that was the point, but I never even thought, oh, yeah, his girlfriend did die.
But, to me, okay, so, this is going to be a big spoiler, so... when we saw his story play out and he was opening up to Claire about his whole his old girlfriend dying or whatever, I kept on just thinking in the back of my head, okay, this goes with the death thing. And then the whole Fitz thing with the whole, oh, I'm gonna stab you.
Yeah.
Then I was like, never mind. He really gonna die.
Yeah. I think we really thought this man was gonna die. I
Yeah.
thought Degrassi was really about to cross me like that. I was like, no.
Because I'm pretty sure you were developing a crush as
Yes. I guarantee you, I can visualize that moment when the Vegas Night episode came on and dude was walking up to him with his weapon. I was like, God is going to help me walk through this TV. And I don't know if y'all seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the new movie, where, this is about to get graphic, but I think back to you're a child and you getting upset. I was thinking that moment where Leatherface broke the police officer's arm and his bone came out and he's like,
you thought about this as...
No, but I'm just thinking that would have been perfect. That would have been in my mind. Like, took him and then, but I wouldn't have broke his arm, so I would have just took the weapon and like, get away.
I'm sure Fitz was like 3 times as strong as you when you were 9 or 10.
I don't know.
I mean, now I think
I probably could have took him.
You could have took him. No, because you were doing karate at that time.
Yeah.
My favorite thing. You could take him.
The thing they tell you the most, and I don't know if they tell you the most in karate. I don't want people to come at me, but when he teach you self-defense, they always say go to the most vulnerable, areas.
I think they do say that though.
Yeah, this part, but I was gonna say they tell you to go for the jugular, go for the.
I thought they said go for the balls.
Yeah, but I think they just tell you to go for the most vulnerable areas. But for me in my mind, I'm like, okay, balls, punching them in the ball or the throat. When I saw Identity Theft, I think it was with Melissa McCarthy.
Oh yeah,
her favorite thing was to always punch people in the throat or like use her fingers and like poke them in the throat. That's my favorite thing now. I've never used it, but I mean like if I ever had to like protect myself, it's either the balls or the throat. Yeah. And that's the thing, they never really teach you how to protect yourself against a woman. Like I just assume punch them in the throat too, but they don't, your private area not as sensitive. Like if you kick really hard, it probably would. But I mean, like it's easy. Like for a male, you probably could just be like, kick.
I can tell you firsthand, kick a woman in her vagina, she will go on the ground.
But probably really hard. You gotta think about it. Imagine like a woman gave birth to somebody and you kick them in the private area. They probably gonna be like, oh, what you think gonna happen? You thought you was gonna hurt me?
But I mean, like if you a kid and you were doing like, say, I don't know, a play, and y'all was backstage having a good time horse playing, and all of a sudden your friends say kick in your vagina, it's gonna hurt.
That makes sense. You were a child. I'm talking about a grown woman coming at you.
I'm just saying though, because that hurt. That really hurt me, and I was hurting for a couple of days. But I did make my friend like kind of sad because she was like, "I didn't."
Whoa, why'd she kick you?
Because we like I said, we were horse playing, and then I think I was like we were chasing each other or something. And I was about to run, and she just said, "Crack!" like behind me, like as I was running, I think she was trying to like hit me in the butt because I got cushiony butt, so I wasn't hurt. But I don't know how, but she got me in the vagina. And I just went down on the ground because she know me. She like, why is Em on the ground? She don't want to be dirty. Oh no, I really
she don't want to be dirty.
Oh no, I really hurt her. So,
but I just think for this overall storyline, I was just like, I don't know. I was just like, I hope. My first thoughts of seeing that, I was just like, oh my gosh, what's Claire about to do? But then, of course, when I watched the show, I was just like, I hope Eli don't die.
And another thing I thought is, I hope Claire don't die, because that could have
been that never was crossed my mind. To be honest, obviously, I thought Claire was invincible, because when she got cancer, I was like, this woman's not about to die. Because in my mind, I would have thought somebody was going to die. I don't know if somebody did on Degrassi, but I don't think nobody ever died of cancer.
No, because even
Mr.
Simpson had it, yeah.
So in my mind, I was just like, oh my God, what if they do, kill off
Spinner
Claire?
had it too.
Yeah, see, so like all these people had cancer, so I was like, oh my God, is Claire gonna be the one that dies of it? Like, you ain't gonna do that to my girl.
They do say death come in threes.
Yeah, so like just imagine.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, Claire's not gonna die. I just never had that.
That did happen, because they're baby.
Yeah, but I mean, Claire didn't die of cancer.
Yeah, I know, but that is true. Then and death comes
How
in
did
threes.
death comes in threes? They didn't have 3 kids.
No, but like when they say death comes in threes, it don't have to particularly be the person. It could just be death in general.
But it's been more than 3 people that died on Degrassi.
But I mean, like, what I mean by death comes in threes, like something deadly, like cancer is deadly.
Oh, okay.
So, like, they had
yeah.
cancer 3 times. I did 4. 3 times, and then
That's true.
the baby, they had the.
Oh,
baby
I thought you were talking about the
miscarriage.
fact that like you almost died because he crushes hers, and then Claire could have died from cancer, and then the baby.
I was talking about the Mr. Simpson having cancer. I was just relating to everybody who had cancer.
But yeah, I guess you could connect the 2. I mean the 3, but
I wonder if Degrassi knew what they were doing when they did that.
probably it was like we can't have all these possible. Well, not really, because I mean it wasn't like when Claire got pregnant. They was like, oh, it's a possibility your baby could die. So I don't know. That's just sad.
Yeah.
So next part. Oh, Anya. I think it's the last one.
The two-faced girl. She's a snake. Oh wait. I'm just playing. I don't know. I didn't think about that when I saw this.
What'd you think about when you saw this? Because I feel like we probably had different.
I don't know. When I say the two-faced girl, all I was thinking about is why is this girl holding a snake? That's all I was thinking. But then I was saying for the storyline, I guess I was like, oh, two-faced girl, maybe her and Holly J gonna have a falling out. That's all I was thinking.
I was upset. I just want to say that.
Wait, did you like her?
No.
Oh,
but that's what I was about to say. That's why I was upset. I didn't really, have a love or hate for Anya.
I didn't really care.
Yeah. But this, for me, was super cool. Because I was like, oh my gosh, Britney Spears moment. She got a snake. They saying she Two-Faced. I know most people going to take Two-Faced and be like, oh, that means she about to be a bitch. To me, I'm like, she about to be that bitch. I thought she was really about to come up in here and like, I don't know. I just thought she was about to have her boss bitch moment. And they ain't even do nothing with her.
Yeah, I don't even get what the Two-Faced thing was.
Yeah, like what does this have to do with her storyline? Literally, her mom got sick, which I don't think that was cancer. So I was about to say, oh, maybe that was another cancer moment. But I don't think it was cancer. I think she had like a tumor or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But I remember her mom got sick. The whole doctor situation, her and Owen, her doing the, stuff up her nose and stuff like that. I think that was all her. Oh, and then she ended up deciding to go to the military or the army or something like that. Mm-hmm. That was her story. What they got to do with her being Two-Faced? I can't make no connection right now.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to think. Because I think her and Holly J had a falling out. Maybe they talking about her doing drugs, maybe. I don't know. Yeah,
like, that's the only thing I can think. Like, I feel like hers wasn't fulfilled. I didn't even care for Anya, but I was like, oh, she's the one, to be honest, hers was probably the one I was most excited about.
Yeah, they played it up. I feel like they played hers up a lot. Because when they show everybody's little things, hers was a little longer. So that's why it was like, baby is really going to affect, I don't know. I don't know what they was thinking about.
But I was just like, this was the one I was most upset about. Because hers looked the coolest. Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, in my opinion, Eli and Claire's was the coolest, but...
Well, yeah, like, overall, after watching the show, hers ain't the coolest, but, like, she got a snake in her freaking hand. But, alright, so to the next part. I think this was literally the last part, so... Okay, right. So, I just wanted to point out, we were going to do a separate YouTube video where we was going to be answering y'all questions, but not a lot of y'all was responding to my tweet. But, Eclair Fimogen, I literally love her on Twitter because, like, she's, like, the person we engage with most, and I love her profile, too, so make sure you go follow her. But she asked us, what is your favorite Eclair moment? Or your favorite Eclair moments, each of us. And, you can go first.
Did you just erase me from your memory?
I was about to say, this better not be your favorite Eclair moment.
No, my favorite moment was their first kiss when they did.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think, wasn't that Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one.
That Romeo and Juliet scene. I just think, because... I mean, if you think about it, your first kiss with somebody, you always wanted to be special, and I really think their first kiss was special. Even though technically it's not their first kiss as a couple, but it was their first kiss cementing that they like each other.
And it wasn't even like intentional.
Yeah.
That makes it better, I feel like. But
I thought it was so cute and adorable, and I wish I would have had a moment like that with somebody.
And then you got it on film. You can go back, show your kids.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
But it's so weird to show it in front of your class. Because, like, it's like...
You can tell the chemistry is there.
Yeah. It's like, okay, what are we watching?
Like, we shouldn't be here.
Yeah, like, maybe we need to leave the room. Like, oh, it's just for the play, though, or their assignment. I'm like, sure it is. I don't know. This is hard because they are my favorite couple. I'm not gonna lie, the one that comes to mind, this is so random, and it kind of, I don't know if this is a moment, but I had to tell you the storyline for it to go to the moment, of course, because I gotta be extra like that. Mm-hmm. So this was the storyline where I think Eli was finally coming into his mental, like, realizing like he needed help. And Claire went up to his locker or whatever. You know, she found out his locker was all dirty. It was like, oh my God, organize it for you. And he had that whole moment where he was like, why'd you touch my stuff? You shouldn't have touched my stuff. And I can't remember this was before or after he had already told her about Julia. But
I think this was before.
Okay. And I remember they had the whole thing where it was like, oh, her Eli's dad, Bullfrog. Love Bullfrog. He was like, oh, Claire, you know, you can always spend the night with us. And because this was when Claire's parents was getting divorced. And she was like, oh, that would be so cool. Great. And Eli was like, no, you're not. And even though we all thought like, oh, he being sweet because he was like, he knows she a Christian. They not trying to do nothing. But no, it was because his room was literally worse than his locker. And he was like, I don't want her to see that. And when she ended up, you know, going into his room and finding all the stuff in his room, it was like, oh my gosh, we need to help you. And I just think the moment when she was like, you know, I'm here to help you, and they had that whole cute, every time I use like a Eclair picture, I always use this picture. It was the picture when they were in his room and she was helping him clean up his room and stuff, and then he had his this was weird when I did it like that, but he had his arm around her and they was just sitting there like, and I was like, oh my God, they're gonna be married.
They're gonna be married.
It's gonna be them when they get married. Like, I don't know why.
Their wedding photo, their invitation photo.
It should be. But to me, when I go back to the moment, I don't understand why they're sitting there in the bed when they got so much stuff to clean up. So I was just like, are they taking a break or something?
Maybe they trying to figure out how to start this.
Yeah, like they sitting there like they sitting under the stars. And I'm like, yeah, I know y'all gotta clean his whole room, right? Like, but I think that's probably my favorite Eclair moment, just because it has nothing really to do with like a lot of the drama that goes into their relationship, and it also doesn't have too much, like, it's not like PDA, it's just cuteness in general. It's just like their relationship. It's just the closeness of their relationship. It doesn't have to be, it's not too much of their relationship, but it's also not too much of the drama, and you know, it's like a perfect
Save
mix.
the drama for your mama.
Exactly.
But
so,
when you said when you said that Bullfrog said you could spend the night and he said no, I was about to get mad for him. I said, so Imogen can spend the night over your house, but Claire can't?
Yeah, but we all know.
Then, yeah, I forgot they did end up cleaning his room and stuff, so never mind.
Yeah, okay, let me go back to the, go back to the little thing that be behind. There we go. And so, that has been Degrassi, the class of nostalgia. And what we doing for the... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, am I cutting her off? Because I didn't want to make it...
I didn't even know how to transition perfectly. But yes, next episode, we are doing shows... Wait, how... I'm going to say... I want to say this right. But... Degrassi walk. Yeah. So these shows could run. So what we mean by that is we're going to talk about shows that wouldn't be around if it wasn't for Degrassi. Exactly. I got it.
Yes. Snap, 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 snap. All right. So, yeah, that has been our episode. I have been Michaela.
You have been Michaela.
Yeah.
I have been Amber.
Is that wrong? Did I use the past tense?
No, you used it right. I just didn't think you were going to be proper like that.
I have been Michaela.
I have been Amber.
And thank y'all for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.